This next chart here, which is from Calculated Risk blog, but itself draws data from the BEA, Bureau of Economic Analysis of the U.S., shows U.S. light vehicle sales. Now, we don't have the same type of data quality for worldwide light vehicle sales numbers. Nobody makes worldwide charts to the same degree. But an important technological disruption is apparent over here, and this is one of the few charts in this Data University series in which I will draw upon a second chart, which I'll show in a minute, to make an important point. U.S. light vehicle sales have generally been 16 to 17 million units a year in the United States. That many new cars sell. Sometimes a car has 2 or even 3 owners over the course of its life because of the used car market, but these are new car sales. And starting in 2006, that number was 16 million. It dipped due to that recession in 2008 and 2009. It gradually rose back up as the economy recovered and then hovered at around 17 million units a year. Then the COVID-19 crisis hit, and people were forced to work from home and adapt into working from home, and many people have gotten used to it. It's not a binary thing about all types of jobs and things like that. The numbers are ultimately 20 to 40% of the workforce can work from home 50 to 90% of the time. So you can do the arithmetic calculation of that. That means there is a 15 to 20% reduction in people commuting overall, very unevenly distributed. Some people still have to commute just as much as they did in 2019. Some can work from home entirely, and there's many in between. And now the annualized number of new car sales is much lower. It's hovering around 14 million. People are buying fewer new cars because the existing cars that they had are lasting longer, because they're driving a lot less. I myself am driving only 1/3 as much as I did in 2019 because my job, being an executive job, is done entirely from home. In other situations, a family that thought they needed 2 cars maybe only needs 1 because both of the parents are working from home. Or a family with teenage children that thought they needed 3 cars maybe only needs 2. So fewer new cars are being sold and existing cars are lasting longer. And this is despite the increase in the U.S. population as well as the increase in the workforce. The U.S. population has obviously grown about 14-15% over this time. But I'm going to show you the number of people working at jobs. This chart from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, which will be in the description box below, chronicles total employment, and as you can see, in early 2006, there were about 136 million employed in the United States, and now there's more like 155 million people employed in the United States. So pretty much a 15% increase in the number of people working, even though the number of new cars sold has gone down over 10%. So a 15% increase in employment simultaneous with a 10% decrease in new car sales, which enables us to quantify how much of the workforce now does not have to commute. About 26 to 27% of all work that used to have to involve commuting now no longer has commuting. So we go back to that automobile sales chart, and I believe this trend will accelerate. This 14 million number will trend downwards gradually, not up, for both this work from home reason, which is spreading. I consider the work from home revolution the natural progression of the internet, and you can no more reverse that than you can say that Netflix and Hulu and other streaming video services should be banned, so that the 9,044 video cassette rental stores that existed in just the US in 2004 could be returned to business so people have to go and rent VHS cassettes. You can no more reverse the work from home revolution than you can return to VHS cassette rental stores. And the arguments of the return to office work crowd are very weak as a result, and getting weaker and more illogical, and I'll do other videos about that on the main channel, not in this Data University series. But this is important to look at because a technological disruption is not always obvious in terms of a technological product. Sometimes the entire story is evident within data, and sometimes you have to look at 2 charts to see the full magnitude of the change. Thanks for watching.